shit to overeat. We got 7 stopping, 15-pound resistance. We got 5 on the wrist, 10 on the ankles. Feel free to join at home. I think it's your mind right. Gotta deal with the bullshit, all the negative energy, especially if you live in the city. Motherfuckers are ultra weird. You know what I'm saying? They don't got that mind. And the higher you vibrate, what you have to understand, the higher you vibrate, the more you're gonna start noticing shit. Just like people who are goofy, they get sent on store runs because they're not conscious that they're being used, you know what I'm saying? So when you start becoming conscious of shit, you start noticing shit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's conscious of shit, they're not paying attention to shit because they're just trying to survive their bills. You know what I'm saying? Once you start slowing down and start paying attention to shit, you'll notice you're getting your energy harvested. That's why you gotta work 8 hours a day for 40 hours. You can find a service to provide and make more money in 2-3 hours compared to working that whole 8-hour shift. That whole 8-hour shift is draining your energy, your creative energy, you know what I'm saying? That's 56. Sixty of them. Drop a like. Go ahead, drop a like on the live, man. We're 86. Gotta keep that energy right in the city, man. It ain't nothing but negative energy in the city. And people that's just ripping and running, ripping and running. And you gotta understand, we in the spiritual warfare. Whether you got good spirits, bad spirits, we in the spiritual warfare, right? So when you're around people that's just ripping and running, they're not conscious that they could be being used by a spirit, you know what I'm saying, by an evil spirit to them do bullshit, to keep low vibrational energy, you know what I'm saying? It's something to just be conscious of. When people doing all the bullshit, they don't even be known by it. We at 86 though. Catching my breath. Mind you, we got 15-pound weights on. We got 5 on the wrist, and we got 10 on the ankle. And we're gonna do a little bit of shadow boxing off camera. Some motherfucker gonna try to run on a nigga, know all the nigga combinations, all the nigga moves and defense. That's what I gotta do to keep my mind right. Get that workout in. Feel free to like, subscribe, start doing my workouts live so I can have these posted. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, more videos, all that shit dropping. You know, we at 86 though. Hope y'all working out. Keep y'all energy positive, because there's nothing but negative energy everywhere you go. Unfortunately, on this planet, you have neuromelanin, which means you have a soul in your abdomen, which means you feel all of the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That means all of the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because genetics. 90. Go ahead, drop a like if you haven't already. See, talk to y'all real quick. So in my opinion, for me at least, I feel like it's better to do calisthenics and body weight workouts, right? Instead of lifting weights and all that shit. That's cool to get big and to get strong and all that. But I feel like if you really want to have control over your body, because you can get strong by doing calisthenics and just adding weight to it. Like say you're doing burpees all the time and they get easy, you can add more amount of reps, or you can add weight to it. Like I added the 15-pound weights to it today. That's to give me a little bit more of a workout. Since they're easy now, add some weight to it. And then when you get into the calisthenics, the pull-ups, dips, etc., that's cool. That's gonna get you strong. That's gonna keep you fast too and agile. You don't wanna be big and slow. And you also wanna do yoga too. Regardless of however it sounds, you want yoga to stretch your body out so you can be more agile, more mobile. You know what I'm saying? So you can be more mobile. You don't wanna be all stiff. Do them stretches so you can get more into your muscles too. When you stretch, you're letting your blood flow. Open up them arms, open up them legs. Pause, you know what I'm saying? Let that blood flow. Let the muscles open up so you get more oxygen. So you can keep on going, so your muscles can grow. You don't have to necessarily just lift weights all the time, you know what I'm saying? So we 30 squats, and we had 120 burpees. We got 80 more burpees to go. We're gonna just go ahead and do 100 squats. And now we're gonna go ahead and call it a day right there. It'll be like an hour. So hope y'all vibrating on the high frequency, not letting no energy stop y'all. Positive energy. This is what I do to keep my energy positive, man. Cause you in LA, you have to understand this too. When you're in an environment with a lot of negative people, negative energy, that energy can stick to you. You know what I'm saying? That energy can stick to you. And in the city, it's a bunch of negative energy, man. Cause if you in LA, like California area, that's the closest to Hollywood compared, like, out of all of the states, all of the cities, Los Angeles, California is closest to Hollywood. That's where they're doing all the witchcraft, all the bullshit, all the spells and all that shit. So in LA, that's a consequence, not necessarily a consequence, but that's what happens. LA is how can I say this shit? A product of all of that shit, like South Central, all the negative energy in South Central, all the gangs and all that shit, that's all from spells and shit being casted in Hollywood. You know what I mean? So that's why it's so much negative energy. And you have to understand, when you have certain interactions with people, y'all are exchanging energy. So if you have an interaction with somebody that's vibrating low, you're gonna be feeling their energy. You're gonna be vibrating low. Let me get back to this workout though. You know what I'm saying? Cause we got 30, we got a lot to do, a long way to go. So let's get this money out. I got the shirt on the camera so this shit won't overheat. But yeah, hope all y'all vibrating high, man. And once you take the weights off, you feel way more agile. 150, 150. Catch up with the squats real quick. So I like doing workouts. That's when I'm tired, man. And I notice when I be fucking with the weight, that should be having me feel good, but I be slow afterwards. If I like go shadow box the next day or something like that, that nigga feel like slow. I feel like my hands is slow. You know what I'm saying? Did that shit on the camera? Oh shit. That shit on the fucking camera. We had oh yeah. What the fuck are we at? I think we at 150. Yeah, we at 150. We at 150. Got 50 more. Nigga about to go live, then try to film a workout and post this. So I hope all y'all vibrating at a high frequency. Might do some dips after this. But I like how I feel with the burpees. My cardio in, you know? Get your cardio in, do a little shadow boxing, do a little yoga. You still feel agile, you're not too tired. It smells like an animal. Got 50, 50 squats. Hang them out. Get it over with. You know what I'm saying? 160. Get that, can't even talk right. I'm trying to say, it's good to get that cardio in. You know what I'm saying? Get that cardio in. Gotta get that cardio in. And me personally, I'd rather do burpees or like high reps, high amount of push-ups. Cause I can jog 10 miles and not stop, that's nothing. You know what I'm saying? So for me, jogging gets you skinny though. You don't want to be walking around skinny. And I feel like weights slow you down. And I'm not in for nothing particular, but if I'm gonna be training, just working out period, I'd rather be boxing and doing calisthenics. You know what I'm saying? So I can be agile. Instead of being big and slow. You know what I'm saying? Calisthenics, stretching. You know what I'm saying? So we at 160. Catch my breath a little bit. Hope y'all vibrating at a high frequency. Feel free to like, subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna start posting more workout videos. And the videos I post about like controversial topics are gonna be more scripted, more edited videos. They're not going to be me picking up the phone, talking to the phone and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Those are cool videos too, but I want to really drop knowledge and information and use references to behavior, etc., certain shit that's going on in society when it's going on, you know what I'm saying? So stay tuned for that shit too. Meanwhile, I'm gonna just be posting workout videos because a nigga busy, getting that money on, etc., living life. So it is what it is, gang. We got 160. Go ahead, subscribe to the channel, drop a like if you haven't already. If you just joined the live, we start with 100 burpees, jump burpees with the weights, 15 pounds, and we got those knocked out. Now we at 100 without the weights. I decided to add some squats to it, because you're never supposed to skip leg day, you know? That's what I got to do to keep my energy right. Because I'm in an environment with a bunch of low vibrational energy, a bunch of people without their mind. I complain, everybody dealing with shit, but this is what I got to do to keep my mind right so I won't crash, you know? Oh, 70.
you're doing too much, but you're kidding, man. You're kidding. You know what?
Hey, I don't feel like talking right now, bro. Leave me alone.
All right.
Leave me alone.
You look good, man. You look good. I'm just kidding.
I'm saying it's nothing weirdos, man. And when you vibrating high, people gonna do shit to try to lower your vibration. You have to know this shit. That's what we're living in. People are just not conscious of their energy. They think it's a coincidence. They think people are trying to be friendly. They think people are being weird. It's all energy, man. It is all energy. And when you have a certain level of energy, people are gonna do shit consciously, unsubconsciously, and will subconsciously to try to lower your vibration. They don't know why they're doing this shit. And it may be just this shit that's gonna take you out your character. You know what I'm saying? You have to be conscious of this shit, man. Avoid interactions with people you do not know. If you're feeling good, you want to continue to feel good throughout that day, avoid interactions with strangers. Because then your good feeling is going to be based on them and how they're feeling. Because you may walk up to somebody may walk up to you, try to have a conversation with you, and they got a fucked up energy, a bunch of weird energy. Once you leave that conversation, that interaction, you're feeling your energy's going to be off. Because you just exchange energy with somebody. So unless you know that somebody's same frequency as you, do not exchange energy with them. That's why when you have sex with somebody, and y'all are on, or you have sex with somebody, shit can start going wrong in your life, etc. You can get the feeling weird for a few days because you just exchange energy with this person at a lower frequency than you. You know what I'm saying? There's shit to be conscious of. You gotta protect energy when the spiritual warfare. Motherfuckers don't have their mind. Most of society is being poisoned fucking food. So motherfuckers walking around, they don't know why they thinking the shit they thinking in their head. They just walking around with some old Jesus shit, trying to die and go to heaven. That's what motherfuckers told you, to believe in Jesus and to believe in church and religion and all that bullshit. So when your ass die, you come right to this bullshit ass planet. You know what I'm saying? Right back to the bullshit. Motherfuckers walking around, they ain't got their mind. They ain't got their mind. I'm terrified of Christians. I am fucking terrified of Christians, bro. That's just a random thought. I'm terrified of Christians. Because Christians will fuck around and do a bunch of bullshit and be like, oh, I'm the devil, or oh, forgive me, instead of going within and finding out why they did that shit in the first place. They gonna blame the shit on the devil, or say, or ask Jesus for help, instead of going with the saying, why am I acting like a fucking weirdo? What's wrong with me? Instead of praying to a white Jesus who was doing worse or shit than whatever the fuck you're doing right now you need help with. You know what I'm saying? So we at 189. Talk to strangers. Don't. Unless I'm trying to get a customer, I don't want to talk to no fucking strangers. You know what I'm saying? And even then, the motherfucker weird, I ain't even gonna do business with you. Cause I don't give a fuck about no money. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about no money. A nigga gonna get that regardless. You know? Cause I'm walking in my purpose. So we at 93. This was from the warehouse, and I was working in the warehouse. Two in the burpees. Where the thumbnail gonna be. That's the thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? that's it, y'all. I ain't really got shit else to say. Anything else I'm gonna say is, man, is going to be me repeating myself. So, if you're not hip to the work, it was just 200 burpees, man. Nothing serious, nothing too serious. I'm just trying to get rid of some of this energy that I'm receiving from this environment. You know what I'm saying? So, just 200 burpees, 100 jump burpees with 15 pounds of weights, 10 on the ankles and 5 on the wrists. And then we took the weights off once we got to 100, and then we did another 100 without the weights. So, nothing too serious, just a light workout. Just to keep the mind right, keep the energy right. And I hope all y'all vibrating at a high frequency. I hope y'all not letting no negative energy stop y'all positive energy. Hope y'all focusing on what y'all need to focus on. And just be conscious of the interactions that you are having with people on a daily basis, because it is all energy. It is all energy. And people are not conscious of why they do a lot of the stuff that they do. We are in a spiritual warfare. You know what I'm saying? And I know I say this shit a lot, but we're in a spiritual warfare, and I have to say this because this is what it is. We're in a spiritual warfare on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people that they don't have their mind because they're trying to pay their bills. Like everybody's trying to pay their bills, man. But when you recognize the patterns, you see that it's not a coincidence. When you see that every time you're trying to feel good and you're trying to vibrate at a high frequency and you have a feeling inside, or you're just thinking some stuff that's making you feel good, you're going to notice people are going to try to get around you. When you have a certain energy, people are going to try to get around you to take that energy from you, and they're doing it subconsciously. They don't know why they're doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's part of the spiritual warfare that they tell you about in the Bible. What they say, we fight not against flesh and blood, but spiritual wickedness in high places. And what they mean by that Bible verse, we don't fight against flesh and blood. We're not fighting against bodies. We're fighting against spirits that are using the bodies. You know what I'm saying? Just like when there's traffic and there's road rage, it's not cars doing this shit. It's not just vehicles. It's the people that's driving the vehicles, controlling the vehicles, making the vehicles do the dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Making the vehicles cause road rage, etc. It's not the people that are doing this shit, causing the confusion, the low vibrational energy, the miscommunications, the road rage, all of the negative energy, all of the negative emotions. It's not the people. It's the spirits that are using the people. That's where the spiritual warfare comes in. It's not the people doing stuff. It's the spirits that are using the people. And when people are not conscious of their energy, and they're just trying to work and pay their bills, and they're just trying to get some pussy and trying to lay it and trying to get some money, they're not conscious that they can be being used by spirits. They're not conscious of your spirit making you do this shit that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's going on. That's what's going on outside when you go out in public and when you go to areas where it's a lot of people. That's what's going on, bro. So if you're spiritual, if you're an empath and you feel energy, it's best to avoid cities, avoid crowded areas, etc. Because that's what's going on right now. That's what's going on. And people are conscious of this shit because they're in it. They're just trying to pay their bills. They're programmed. Society is programmed and poisoned. And I ain't gonna make this live too much. I'm about to go do some other shit, probably drink some water, sit in the sun. Because I am in the city, and when I'm in the city, I have to protect my energy. I gotta do shit like this to protect my energy. Because just like as I'm working, you got people trying to get your energy, trying to talk to you, have all these interactions with you. It may seem like, oh, it's just a little interaction, somebody's trying to speak to you, etc. But that's gonna fuck with your energy. And people are on different frequencies. If I'm on a certain frequency, because of one, my genetics, I have neuromelanin, and because of two, I'm eating the right food and I'm working on a certain frequency. If you walk up to me trying to have a conversation with me, trying to go back and forth with me, trying to argue with me, or trying to talk to me and I don't feel like being bothered, and now you want to tell, I was just saying this and that, you don't have to tell me you don't want to be, like, why are you trying to go back and forth with me? That's going to drain my energy. That's going to lower your vibration. It's going to kill your vibe. What's going on outside? And if you have this skin color, you have neuromelanin, so you're naturally at a high vibration because of your genetics. And when you get around the people that don't have the neuromelanin, they can be used to do the bullshit to lower your vibration because of their genetics. They're not conscious of why they want to do the bullshit to ease into your lane, and why they put their head down and just ease into. They're not conscious of this shit, bro. It's a spiritual warfare. You see? And that's why if you been on this channel a lot, that's why I say I just want to be around black people, because it's not that we're conscious, but black people know when they're doing the bullshit. It's easier for me to deal with my people compared to me dealing with the people without the neuromelanin, because they're going to be driving around, walking around, not paying attention, etc., doing shit all day to cause miscommunications and location of energy. That's why I say I just want to be around black people. And I don't even like some of my own people because they don't be paying attention. And they're so fucking programmed and it's just so okay with the ignorant shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers are just so okay with the ignorant shit. They're okay with that shit. They're okay with just being dumb because it's easier nowadays to be dumb. It's way easier to be dumb nowadays. For instance, I was sitting at a light the other day, right? And there was no cars coming, right? And I'm in the turning lane about to turn. Not necessarily like it's a light to turn or not. It's just the turning lane so you can turn. And there was a lady in front of me, and instead of her just pulling forward a little bit and looking like that to see if there's cars coming or not, she's waiting for the light to turn green. So I honked the horn, and then she pulls forward, and then she looks and sees that there's no cars coming, and then she turns. And that just showed me, like, it's easier for motherfuckers to be dumb, bro. It's easier to be dumb nowadays. It's easier to just sit at the light and wait for the light to turn green, and you know for sure no cars are coming because the car next to you is going. It's easier to just wait. Let me just sit at the light and wait for the light to turn green. And then it turns green, and then you turn, instead of just looking and then turning. It's easier to be dumb nowadays. It's easier to be dumb and not question shit. That's why people don't question shit. That's why so many dumb motherfuckers in society, because it's easier to be dumb. It takes a lot of energy to question some shit and really think about it and try to figure it out. That takes a lot of energy. And motherfuckers don't have no energy because they have all the energy for the 8-hour shift they have to work. It's easier dumb, bro. It's easier. It's easier to just sit at a light and wait for the light to turn green. It's looking like, hold on, can I go? Okay, I can go. Let me just go. That just showed me, like, it's easier to be. I've been knew this shit. It's just easier to be dumb. That's why people don't question shit. They don't question shit. They don't question why do we have to just work and pay for shit, and then we die. We're trying to see if we're gonna go to heaven or not. They're not questioning that shit. It's easier not to question that shit. People don't want to think about that shit. It's easier to be dumb. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna make this live too long, get to talking about a bunch of other shit, but it's just shit that needs to be talked about. You know what I'm saying? It's easier to be dumb, bro. We have a society full of people without their minds. They're just living in this shit that they've been told to by their parents, and their parents been recycled with the same bullshit. Oh, you just live this life, you die, you go to heaven. Motherfuckers don't even know how many times they've been on this planet. You don't even know how many times you done died and thought you was going to heaven. You came right back down to this planet with the same shit. Cause you think when you die, you're gonna go to a heaven or hell. You know what I'm saying? This shit is crazy, bro. This shit is crazy. So just avoid interacting with strangers, even if it's another black person, even if it's your own species, because motherfuckers are vibrant low. They don't have their mind. Motherfuckers are programmed. You know what I'm saying? You have to be conscious of this shit. And when you have interactions with people that are not on the same frequency as you, they're gonna lower your vibration. And if you're in an area, and this is why it's important to vibrate at a high frequency, because when you're in an area like Central LA, or California, period, where it's just a bunch of motherfuckers ripping and running, that's low vibrational energy. So if you lower your vibration to the energy of that environment, you're going to be vibrating on that frequency. And why it's important to vibrate high, when you're vibrating high, you're going to manifest more high vibrational shit. When you vibrating low, because it's a bunch of motherfuckers staring, looking weird, and mean mugging, because they broke, or because they listen to some music that got them thinking they're a thug and all that shit. When you vibrating on that frequency, you're going to manifest more negative shit. That's why you got to keep your positive. You got to smile. You got to be positive. You got to be happy. You got to keep your shit positive so you can manifest more positive shit. So you can get some money, etc. It's not all about money. You can use just your positive energy to bring money into your life. If you got negative energy, you're gonna attract a bunch of negative shit. If you're in an environment like LA, it's a bunch of negative energy. So if you're vibrating low, you're gonna attract more negative energy towards you. That's why it's important to vibrate high. And not even more negative energy towards you, you're gonna manifest more negative shit. You're gonna manifest more negative shit. And it may be somebody mad, vibrating low, so they driving crazy, they cutting motherfuckers off. And they're just cutting motherfuckers off, and somebody cuts them off, they're gonna just start cutting motherfuckers off. They're gonna move back and forth. Somebody may cut you off, and you be ready to kill somebody. You be ready to kill a fucking crash out. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's important to keep your energy high, keep your vibration high. Because we're surrounded by the bullshit, bro. We're surrounded by shit. So if you gotta work out, if you gotta jog 10 miles or do 200 burpees, do that. Do that. You gotta do what you gotta do to keep your energy positive, man. You gotta do what you gotta do to keep your shit positive, bro. Because once you get the vibrating low, it's a chain reaction. It's a chain reaction. And motherfuckers just might be wanting to do some bullshit, want to go back and forth with you. You may be ready to kill a motherfucker, bro. You may be ready to snap a motherfucker's neck, and they just want to argue with you because they having a bad day, etc. And they're not about to do shit. They're not about to get violent. They just want to go back and forth. They just want somebody to argue with. They just want somebody to argue with. That's why you have to avoid people, man. You have to avoid people. We're in a spiritual warfare right now. Motherfuckers do not know why they do the shit they do. They don't know why they do the shit they do. They're just trying to work and pay their bills. You go in the store, you go in a public place, motherfuckers just walking around bumping into everybody. I have to walk in the store like this. I have to walk in that motherfucker like this. You know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers see I'm trying to get through. Because if not, they're gonna just be, oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me, because motherfuckers don't have their mind, bro. That's not normal. That's not no normal shit. For you to be walking in a public place and people are just walking around just like, that's not no normal shit, bro. And even when me doing this shit, I got motherfucker right here on my dick right here staring at me right now. I don't give a fuck though. I know motherfuckers are programmed, bro. I'm in this motherfucking sun, getting this sun on my motherfucking skin, on my genetics, activating my genetics. You know what I'm saying? Of course, there's always gonna be a fucking weirdo worried about what you doing. That's why you have to know we're in the matrix, bro. It's a simulation. Once you get to vibrating high, having positive energy, people are gonna do shit subconsciously to lower your vibration. And they don't even know why they're doing it. They're not even gonna know why they're doing this shit, bro. It's all spiritual. It's all spiritual. We in a spiritual warfare. You have to know that shit. I ain't gonna make this shit too much longer. I'm gonna talk to y'all real quick though. We in a spiritual warfare, man. You know what I'm saying? So, I want to tell y'all the importance of when to vibrate high, man. I ain't gonna really say too much right here. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't really like dealing with people and they weird ass shit. But like I'm saying though, let me keep my energy right, man. My energy right. Let me face this way. So like I'm saying, the importance of vibrating high, man. The importance of vibrating high. Once you get to vibrating low, you're gonna manifest more low vibrational shit. You gotta understand there's a lot of people that are weird. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying weird like they're walking around, you know, digging in their ass or some shit. I'm just saying there's a lot of people that are weird. They don't have their thoughts because of the food that they're consuming, etc. The shit they're watching on a daily basis, what they're getting entertained by. You know what I'm saying? The content, etc. So when you have interaction with certain people and they're on a lower frequency than you, and they lower your vibration to their vibration, you're gonna manifest some low vibrational stuff. You're gonna bring some low vibrational shit into your reality. That's why it's good to keep your energy positive. Avoid interactions with strangers. Cause look at the word stranger. A stranger. It's a strange person. You know what I'm saying? And if you see that you and this person have nothing in common, you don't need to be having interaction with no stranger. Cause we're in a spiritual warfare. Like I tell y'all, that motherfucker can say something or do something that's gonna have you feel uncomfortable because you just exchanged with this person. And now you feeling uncomfortable. You got a different energy than what you had before. You're gonna be manifesting some different shit. Because whatever you think, you're gonna bring it to your reality. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna make this too much longer. I hope all y'all vibrate on a high frequency. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace.